Now, the neat thing about using watercolor on top of oil pastels is that the oil pastels act like a barrier. When I put the watercolor over top, it doesn't stick to this oil pastel part. So if I painted across it, it would stick everywhere except for where my oil pastels are. So when I'm ready for my watercolor, I'm going to take a little bit of water, and I'm actually going to place water in each of these wells. Anytime that we use watercolors, we have to put water in there before it begins to work. If you notice that your watercolors aren't working well, it probably means that you need some more water inside each of these wells. So I'm adding some water here so that each section is ready for me. And even the ones that already have some, I'm adding a little bit more. And then when I'm ready, I can start painting. Now I'm going to use this yellowish color just to sort of show you. I'm going to go across two of these here, and you might be able to tell that it didn't stick at all where the oil pastels are. It sort of just hopped right over it to the other side. So at this point, I can continue to paint, and I'm going to actually try to make sure that I'm painting these different colors, and I'm going to try to paint neatly. When I'm done painting the scales, I can go ahead and paint the rest of the fish as well. Once my fish is done, then I can do my favorite part, which is sort of doing this background here. I'm going to look at my watercolors. I do have a little bit of blue in here, but if I'm painting a large area, I'm definitely going to need more water on it. So I'm going to take some water from my paintbrush and sort of drip it into this blue well to really fill it up. And anytime that starts to run low, I need to add a little bit more water to that well. All right, and this is why it's my favorite part. If I start to paint right here, say, around my fish, again, I'm being careful not to mix it with that yellow there, but look what happens when I get to my bubbles. Our oil pastels begin to resist that watercolor, and you can see those bubbles start to appear. When we're finished, we're left with our beautiful own rainbow fish.